Speaking of scientists, people do not often associate their work with children. However, this scientist, who specializes in quantum physics, by creating children's books and fun science lessons, found a way to teach complicated science knowledge, such as relativity and quantum physics, to children. He is a professor of quantum physics at the University of Technology, Sydney, Australia, and a children's book author, Dr. Chris Ferry. Currently, Ferry has published more than 100 science and technology books for children. Kids call him Dr. Chris.
There's over 5 million children that have read my books. They've been translated into more languages than I know of, and it's really exciting that I can help and touch so many lives.
Ferry was born in Canada and received a PhD in mathematics and physics from the University of Waterloo. He has been teaching at the University of Technology in Sydney, Australia since 2017. Ferry is a father of 4 children. As a research worker, he said that his original intention to write popular science books for children was to read them with his own children.
Because I had very young children of my own, and primarily I started doing it for them, and I could read the books to them.
A few years ago, Ferry's book, Quantum Physics for Babies, was shared by Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, which made parents and children get to know his work. While winning many readers, there were also some doubts. Can young children understand abstract concepts such as physics and math? The answer is yes. In Ferry's eyes, children are born scientists.
A scientist is someone who explores things based on their curiosity, and this is what children do. If you watch children, they're always touching things and seeing what they taste like or what they smell like and changing them, and that makes them natural scientists.
As a parent and a professor, Ferry has his own thoughts on how to raise children as parents.
One thing that we shouldn't do is force them into things. So I like to allow my kids to explore their own curiosity, but I set up boundaries, give children space to think through problems in their own way and allow children to make mistakes.
Because of this, Ferry sees parents as his important readers.
It's really the adult that's the important part of that, and they have to read it with enthusiasm and excitement so that they can demonstrate to the children how they should feel about science.
Children live in a world surrounded by technology today. Ferry wants them to understand how to interact with technology through learning. How do you have your own ideas instead of just following the crowd when it comes to new technology? Ferry hopes to give children an appreciation of science through the enlightenment of science, which will help them benefit throughout their lives.
I think of it like music. Everyone can enjoy music. Popular music is much simpler than classical music. So that's what I'm trying to create, an ability to appreciate science so that you can really understand the pathway to becoming an expert. But also, it's okay to just appreciate science at a certain level, and there's a connection between the two of you through your appreciation of it.
With his 4 children growing up, Ferry is also thinking about ideas on new books for the older kids. Meanwhile, Ferry admits he has limited time to continue writing more and more books. He also has a daily job, working on quantum computer research.
Quantum computer would be something that's built up from atom by atom to be able to do computations that we can't do with digital computers, like the technology that we have today. That we're going to use them in ways that we just can't imagine, and it will transform how we live and how we work and how we play. It's growing very rapidly, and there's lots of milestones that have recently been hit. It's a sort of a global effort.
Ferry believes that as China's overall national strength increases, Chinese government strongly supports the research and development of quantum computers and invested in a lot of scientific talents. China has also made notable contributions in this area.
China is really leading the world into doing this. So they've built quantum communication networks, small quantum computers. Quantum satellite is achieved through coordinated efforts by groups of engineers and scientists and the support of politicians and ultimately the people.
And as a scientific research worker with a sense of historical responsibility, Ferry wants future technology to be based on human needs to really improve people's lives.